is Lucy, and today I am live streaming for China Plus, and we have a very special live stream prepared for you. Have a look at where I'm today. You can see over there so many things happening at the same time, and you can already see from the visuals that I am in a gigantic factory. You can see over here we have a worker doing some really cool numbering on a part of a vehicle, and I'm about to ask him what he is supposed to do. And if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. I am really worried that you guys can't hear me because it's very loud in here. So please let me know if you can hear me so I won't break my throat by shouting at you. So I can already say hi to everyone. Kenny's here. Good morning to you, Kenny. And we have Jessie here. Sorry, I have to adjust my mask a little bit because we are required to wear masks at all times inside the factory line. The press center is where I am today. Let's have a look at what this worker is doing. 师傅您好。好。您好，请问您贵姓？赵。赵。This is Mr. Zhao. You can say hi to Mr. Zhao. Z-H-A-O. And Mr. Zhao is doing some numbering on the part. 赵老师，您在这写1、2、3、4、5、6、7是干什么呀？
这是茶的口子。
茶的口子。So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the numbers are the numbers or digits that he uses to check the quality of the part. 请问这个口子一般会出问题吗？还是都是一些保障性的？
是保障性的。
保障性的。好，谢谢。So he's here to do quality assurance. 谢谢您，辛苦了，辛苦了。So let's keep going, and I can see something else that is really interesting. Oh, I can see Everett here saying hi. Stan likes my jacket. Thank you. I wear this specially for this live stream. We have Lip here. Hi. And I have Cynthia here said I can hear you. Thank you so much. Make sure you can hear me and make sure you can see me because we have a lot to cover today. Come with me, please. 赵老师，我们能稍微看一下这个，能上去吗？
啊？
能上去吗？ Wow. So guys, apparently we can come up. 那请问您这些是什么呀？
这个也是零件。
也是配件。哦。So let's come and have a look. All of these are parts. 这是车的哪个部分？
这是车的窗框。
窗块。So all of these are actually window parts of the car. 请问这个是钢做的还是铝做的？
钢做的。
So all of these are made of steel, and you can see they're coming out from here. 赵老师，您让一下，我们看看这个里面。Wow, it's so cool to see everyone. Have a look inside. 谢谢您，您去忙吧，谢谢。Wow, you can see the machine in the press line is pressing all the particles and making them come out, and you can see each of the line has about 2 or 3 pieces. And I was wondering whether you have got a real good look inside here. It's something that I've never seen before. Really good. And I can see that Everett is saying very good job. Thank you so much. Come with me please because we have more to show you. Be careful, we're going to step down a little bit. 谢谢. So right here, you can see that over here we have different parts of the door of the car, and they are put here and they have very different colors. And I want to ask an engineer why they have different colors and why are they put here for display. My engineer is behind me. Let me go and ask him. Let's keep going in this gigantic car factory. You can see behind me the roof is very tall because they have to store all kinds of things inside this factory line. And let's keep going forward. You can see over here we have the workers on the line. They're putting the car windows on the scaffolding here. And I want to ask, have you ever been in a car factory before? And I want to ask, what type of car do you drive? And are you interested in how a car is made? And I'm here on something else. I'm also on a mission to find out whether car car making can also be a sustainable process, where the car making can also become green and sustainable and non-waste, which leads me to this big yellow container right here. Let's have a look. What is inside this big yellow container? Oh, apparently there's nothing here at the moment. However, you can see behind me that all of these parts are coming out from these two lines. And this big container behind me are supposed to be storing wasted or broken parts made from the factory line, and all of these are supposed to be taken from a third partner, and they are going to take them for reuse or recycling. And that is the core of the purpose that I'm here today, to look for what type of waste that factories are using to try to manage their energy serving and try to manage their waste. So let me quickly check your comments right here. I can see Renee is here watching. Amazing to see you, Renee. And I can see James here. James said, I did not. I used to drive a car which is a Shift. Very good to know. What other brands of cars do you guys drive? You can leave in the comment section and let me know. And Stan said, I used to drive a Hyundai Accent. Sounds good. Sounds like a good car to drive, sir. And we have Yuli here watching. Hi, everyone. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you can hear me. And let me know what type of car you like to drive. And I will continue telling you about the purpose I am here today. I can see Jose here. And Stan said his truck is a Ford truck. Amazing to know. And you can see so many things are happening all the time in the factory. I know some of you guys might have driven that car before, and Kenny said, what car manufacturer are you visiting today, if you don't mind? Yes, totally, I don't mind. It's a very big honor for me to introduce the car factory I'm visiting today. It is actually one of the top 10 new energy car manufacturer of China, and it is also a very time-renowned brand. The factory in China is named ET or FAW, and it is situated in the northern part of China in Changchun City. So not in Beijing, guys, in Changchun, north of China. And we are here visiting for 3 days, checking out this amazing factory. It is established in 1991. So it's about 30 years already, and people here are dedicated to make cars, and now they have hopped on the bandwagon of saving energy. So that's something that they are really good at doing as well, and that's something I want to find out. So let me come and introduce my engineer, 李老师。This is Mr. Li. 我们跟观众打个招呼 ，Hello.
Hello.
This is Mr. Li, and I want to ask how many years he has worked in the factory before. 老师，您在这里工作多长时间了
？9年了。
9年了。So he has worked in the factory for 9 years. And let me ask him where we should go next. 我们下面应该去哪儿啊，老师？
我们下面的话可以
从这儿走。好，那您带路。谢谢。So we will follow Mr. Li to the next area. And you can see all of these are parts of cars. This is the window part. 这些都是好的，对吗？
对，这都是生产之后的这个可以参照的样件。
Oh, so guys, all of these are actually samples that are very good. So for people to remember how to make each part in here. 谢谢。And over here, 老师，这是什么？
这个是奥迪 Q5 的后盖的内部件。
So this is actually the boot of the car. If you can't tell from the outside, it is actually the boot of the car, and it is also a good sample of it. And let's keep going, because I can see over here something very interesting as well. So I guess from here we can have a good look. Wow, it's very automated, which is something I'm really impressed with. Everything, you don't need a lot of workers for it. and we can keep going, but I don't think this is a safe road. 这边不太安全吧，老师？
什么？
从这边走可以吗？还是可以？那您带路，我们一起走吧，谢谢。So let's keep going, and you can see in here. 这是干什么的，老师？
这是最后一序模具，因为它没有成型的需要，所以说只是一个空的工序。
哦，知道了。那我说一下。So over here you can see some more automated system, and they are pressing the scaffolding or the outside of the car, and you can see all of the meters. And we might have to exit this area quickly because it's rather loud. So please bear with me when I'm walking sideways with the camera person. And we have Mr. Ye here. We can go this way. It's a bit nicer here. So guys, pardon me. I know it's very loud, but I guess it's a very interesting thing for you to see what is actually inside a car factory. And you can see all of here. This doesn't look like any parts in the car, but why are they here? Let me ask my engineer, Mr. Li, to introduce to us. 李老师，请问这些都是什么？
这些是为了把零件从一序，然后抓到另外一序的这样的机械手。它是吸盘形式的，真空吸盘，然后给它抓到另外一序。
哦，好，谢谢。So these are actually mechanical cars, mechanical hands that can suck onto a part of a car and take it into another area. And there are so many of it. And let me move to a quieter area so I can tell you what is this part of the process in the car making process. And in the car, wow, guys, I just have to show you. There are so many of the silver parts all stored. 我们那能看一下吗，老师？ So come with me. Oh, wow, you can see this is a gigantic storage of finished parts. However, in here it's only the first process of the full process car making. And today, in this live stream, we're going to show you the first 3 processes of making a car. The first process right here is called the press center, but it's not like a press conference. It is a pressing part for the car manufacturer to make this type of parts in the car. If you're good at counting, you can see there are hundreds and hundreds of them, and all of them will be shipped to or actually moved to the next area, which is where we're going right now. So let's keep going today. Let me see, Harrison is here. Amazing to see you, Harrison. Mary Elizabeth is watching, thank you. And please remember, you can keep answering my question. What type of car do you drive? Do you like driving a car, or do you prefer using public transport? Let me know in the comment section. And we have Diane here. Great to see you, Diane. Diane said, how is the situation with the Eagles coming along? That is funny to ask. I do not know about the Eagles coming. However, I do know that I am here in Changchun City, northeast of China, and we are watching how cars are being made from the factory line. And the reason I'm wearing a mask is, first of all, pandemic control, but during the process of making cars, there would be some emission of gas and also noises, so that requires for us to wear a mask at all times during the factory, inside the factory. And we have Lisa watching as well, great to see you. And Michelle is saying that my brother has a really good major as well. That is good to know. Maybe in the future he will be interested in making cars. So if we turn around this way, you can see that in here we have tons of steel right here, and I was wondering what it's used for. Let me ask Mr. Li. 李老师再借用您一下，请问他这个是干什么的？
这个是上面那个板料它是用天车把这个板料，就是把剩余的板料就给雕下去了。然后这个位置就是用来存放这个板料。然后等这个正常生产的时候，那个门升起来之后，这个设备就进去之后的话，用于它正常的这个自动化生产。
好，谢谢您，我们一起来说吧。So guys, Mr. Lee just told me there's a really cool name for this. Check it out. So actually, the gigantic heavy lifting part over here on top of my head is called 天车 in Mandarin or sky car in English, literally translation. And it's like a car on top of the ceiling, and it is moving the steel material from this side to the truck where it's going to be transported. And let's keep going. Right now, how do you feel so far? Do you feel impressed, or do you feel like it's a little bit too loud? Don't worry if you feel it's too loud, because we're going to take you outside for some of the parts of tree. And I have to say that for now, I'm definitely feeling really, really impressed, because all of this is something we can never see in real life, in our daily lives, and it's something that is very close to us, to our day-to-day life. You can have a look right here as well. So this is, 这些是钢材对吗？
这什么？
这些是什么？
这个是奥迪 Q5 的侧围板料。
哇！
生产奥迪 Q5 的侧围用的。
所以它就是本来车的一边。
它是一张平的板。一
张平的板，然后会把它冲一下。
进到这里面之后，然后经过6序压机的这个冲压，
明白。
它就会逐渐到最后成一张成品的这个车压件。
好的。So guys, Mr. Lee just told me a lot of good knowledge, and for what this is, I will tell you as we go over there. 我们到前面再看一下。So let's keep going, and let me see if we have more questions for me. I also want you guys to say thank you if you can in the comment section to our camera person, Mr. Wang, W-A-N-G, because he is doing a lot of hard work working backwards in this gigantic factory. So thank you to Mr. Wang, and hopefully you guys can pay your respect to him as well. And let me tell you more about why I am here today. I'm here for a trip to check out how new energy car is made in Changchun. And the reason I'm here to check how new energy car is made is that in China, a lot of people are now very interested in purchasing new energy car, because the government has some really good policies to encourage the use of new I actually don't drive, and we have an interesting way in China to say people who walk everywhere. We say it's number 11 because of my 2 legs. It's like the digit 11, 1, and everywhere I go, I say that I take bus number 11, which means I will walk to my destination. And we have Mr. O'Min said I drove a Hyundai Pilot. Great to see you. And thank you, Stan, for saying thank you to Mr. Wang. And just 1 second, because I want to show you this. So guys, this is actually a model. And you can tell already that this is like a model of the side of a hybrid car. The parts that we saw just now will be pressed on this type of model to make the parts of the car that we want. And you can see more different models over here. This is like this is the front of the car. And also you have the boot over here. Actually, we can have a view of over here. Vanessa is watching. Great to see you. So if I turn around here, this is the green light, means I'm safe. And if we turn around here, you can see all of the workers working on the Sky car over here, and that was the material that was transported. And the boots, all of these models. And I was wondering how they are made into this type of model so that we can press it into the actual car steel part that we want. Let me ask Mr. Li for one last question. 李老师，我最后一个问题，就这些模具是怎么做的？
这模具，模具它是在铸造之后，然后按照零件的形状，对它进行一些加工，机械加工之后，然后就装配起来。装配之后，然后经过这些员工的调试，然后最后做成这个成品的模具，用来冲压这些冲压件。
谢谢您。So first of all， 我们一起说吧。So first of all, you make the model, and then you use the model to make the part of the car that you want, and that is the work of the press center. 谢谢。So Mr. Li would say yes, yes to agree with what I said, and I think that gave us a nice conclusion of our time in the press center. We can say bye bye to the press center, and please don't go away because we are going to get on a car. Turns out we're going to be on a car in a car factory, and we are going to the next area, which is the welding area, to see what is going on over there. So let's say thank you to Mr. Li. 谢谢你，老师。谢谢，辛苦了，辛苦了。
Welcome to press center next time.
Wow, good English. 对 ，high five. 拜拜。他说he said welcome to press center next time. We will definitely visit you next time. 拜拜，谢谢。Thank you so much to Mr. Li, and 谢谢. And you can see that the light is not very good in here. However, I was wondering whether we can just have a quick look at the parts car over here. Ooh, thank you. When we said the light is coming back. So, and I also want to say a big thank you to you guys because it was quite noisy inside, which is another type of energy that we're trying to reduce. If you were noticing the workers that we spoke to just now, a lot of them were wearing ear pads, and that is how they were trying to protect their ears. And next, I'm going to hop on a car and going to the welding center, and I'm going to go out of the entrance first, and we are going to take a drive together. Are you excited? All right, so let's go. And this is the outside of the press center. You can see, welcome to press center. In this factory, they actually have some 300 to 400 workers, all from different countries. Altogether, they have more than 30 to 40,000 workers, and a small part of them are from all over the world. And that is something that is very interesting for the people here as well. They're keeping the car manufacturing worldwide and keeping international collaboration. So this is the car we're going to hop on. Let's go. Hi everyone. I hope you can see me. And was wondering, let's see, for the people in Beijing at home managing this live stream, I was wondering whether you can see me, and let's see how we are going this way. Now I'm doing a selfie. So this is my 师傅，师傅你好，辛苦了，跟观众挥手。Yay! So this is 师傅, and now we are going to get on the car. And let me see. Okay, I can see myself right now. Good. So guys, now turn on the big topic of today when it is quieter now. First of all, I'm going to take my gloves, my mask off for now because now I'm in the car and I am really safe. So I want to tell you that today we are in the Changchun car manufacturing company because we are going to explore the big topic of carbon neutrality first of all, do you guys know about carbon neutrality, or have you ever heard about this? Let me know in the comment section. I can see all of your comments live. And China has set its aim to reach carbon neutrality in the year 2060. So 2060, let me say, it is about in 40 years, China is trying to reach carbon neutrality. And carbon neutrality doesn't mean that we don't emit any carbon. Just like the press center we saw just now, during the manufacturing, it would be emitting some carbon. However, carbon neutrality means that we are trying to grow enough forest and try to lower the use of energy emission or use of fossil or energy, and try to make the carbon emission and the generation of oxygen to an equal level. And that is what we are going to explore here today, because transportation, or the way we produce automobile, or the way we purchase it, is a huge part of reaching carbon neutrality. And let me first of all check your comments, and I'm sorry if my selfie skill is not as good as before, but I want to show you the side of the factory. So let me just change the camera to the front mode. This is a huge factory, and you can see on my left side are all exhaustion pipes. And these pipes are part of the energy saving policy in the factory, that they are going to emit gas in a safer way. And just as we're going, let me check your comments. We have May Diaz said, "Hi Lucy, great to see you." Chad is saying, "Amazing work. Thank you, and thank you for staying with me." And we have Melvin said he's never heard of carbon neutrality. Amazing, because now we are learning something new together. And Eric is saying that he will be a bit old in 2016. You will be forever young, sir, forever young, to witness China's reaching carbon neutrality in 2016. And Chad is saying, "Great work, team. Thank you. You are very encouraging today, and we are feeling very good." Also, we have Lucy Davison's watching. Hi, Lucy. My name is Lucy as well today. So let me come to my selfie mode, and I think I have someone who was just saying to me that my selfie mode is not bad. Yes, Kenny saying that I'm doing an amazing job. Thank you. Stan saying that the world has to lower the carbon footprint, and here in the factory that will not be building fossil fuel powered vehicles after 2031. That's good to know. And thank you, sir, for this segue, because it leads me to talk to China's policy of building new energy car. In 2035, China is trying to lower the market share of fossil of fuel-driven car, and apparently we have arrived. So let me try to come out of the car and still holding the selfie stick. Ooh, multitasking, and you can see. 谢谢师傅，谢谢，拜拜。And you can see that we have a big team around us. Everyone is trying to do their best for the this live stream today, and I am going to give coffee back to Mr. Lee. I'm going to first of all wear my mask, because now we are in another factory line today. Okay, mask on, and we are now safe to enter this other process of car manufacturing. And I have to say, selfie does not suit me very well now. It is a little bit hard to do, and I'm so happy that we have Mr. Wang here, the dedicated camera person. So let me unlock my phone, and I can see, let me check if I can see your comments. Hopefully I haven't lost you guys. And guys, just now we were in the press center, and the press center were using models to press the side of the car, and you can still see them over here. 师傅你好. So over here, you can still see the part that has been transported from the press center, and these guys are trying to clean and polish it and getting ready for the next move. And the next move, you can see it is over here. I'm sorry to do a lot of moving around, but it is much quieter in this factory. So you can see those are the parts from the press center, and check out what these two men is doing here. It is really good to see. 师傅你们好. So let's go and have a look. It looks like they have this gigantic machine cloth, and using the cloth, it's like they are making the two parts together. They're welding it together, and this, as I said before, is the welding center. The welding center that is going to weld the parts together over here. Let's have another look. So he's adding one part on top of the huge part, and it looks like the top of the car. And now he's using the cloud. He's pushing the cloud off, and then fireworks. I have to go. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to reverse to a safer place. So as you can see, this part is not fully automated, but if we keep going, we might see a part that is completely machine driven. And let me see your comments to make sure I haven't missed out any. So we have Maya said it's very special that China is caring for the world. Thank you so much. And we have Mr. Allman said it is quite far away from each other. Yes, you are right. The different parts are far from each other for a reason. And you can see from here, there are some sparks coming out. And I was wondering whether we can get a bit closer. So maybe a little bit closer. Wow. So you can see that in this part, the side of the car is almost made, and it's turning around to the other side to do some more welding to make the outside, the structure of the car complete. And let's keep going this way. And very interestingly, on top over here, I was wondering if you can actually see sort of like the skeleton of a car being transported from downstairs to upstairs. And let's keep going, because just now we sort of missed out the cool part. The whole car has been turned around. But if we keep going, we should be able to see another one. And let me continue to tell you about the policies in China about the new energy car. So I was saying that the reason I'm here is for carbon neutrality. I am trying to see how a car factory can turn itself into a green factory and trying to become carbon neutrality, which is trying to make its energy or waste gas emission equaling to its green sort of plantation as well. So let's go to this part to have a look. And in this factory, I have already learned in the first area that they are trying to recycle used parts. And the challenge for environmental protection, or the challenge for saving energy in the welding center, which is this center right here, is actually noise and also waste gel that they use in the welding process. So let's have a look right here. You can see that for the noisy or noise reduction part, ooh, wow, did you see some sparks coming out? You can see that in the noise reduction part, the worker is wearing a plug in his ears. So his ears will be protected, and all of them are wearing safety glasses and a 3M mask as well. And let me go this way to ask some workers about their daily job. Ooh, interesting to see. Betty's here, amazing to see you. And we have EO here from Chicago. Yes, guys, let me know where you're from. And please let me know where car manufacturers are. And let me know where cars are manufactured in your country, whether in your country they do it in a more industrial city or in a more quieter area. Please let me know. And great to see that James is back, and great to see that you guys are saying hi to each other. Sam is saying that this is sport welding. Yes, totally right. And I want to see if I can move in here because it doesn't look very, very safe for me. But I'll wait when he finishes this process and I'll see. 老师你好。哦。老师你好。老师辛苦了辛苦了。请问这个机器叫什么名字呀？焊枪。So this is a welding gun. 然后您在这是什么部件呀？你在焊的是什么部件？
咱们焊的是咱们那个 A 部的下面这个A 部的进一步的我们这个 A 部的总成。
哦。So he said he's welding a special part on the bottom of the car. And I want to ask what his name is and how long he's worked in this factory for. 请问您贵姓啊？
是赵。
Again, this is Mr. 赵。然后您在工厂工作多长时间了？第三个年头。So he's worked here for 3 years. And I want to ask whether there's any difficulty or difficult part for this type of job. 请问您做这个焊接这个工作，平时有一些危险吗？
基本上没有什么危险，因为我们都是去做一个定期的检查呀，
会去做
定期的维护。
好，谢谢。那我和观众翻译一下。So he said, actually, basically there won't be any danger because every day they will be checking the equipment, checking the machines to make sure it is safe. 那您继续忙吧，不打扰您了，谢谢。So guys, you can say thank you to Mr. Zhao, and our cameraman just bumped his head. Oh, felt so bad. And Mr. Zhao said that usually they will do a lot of quality assurance, so it's usually quite safe to be working in this area. And let me see if you have more different comments and compliments. And remember, we are doing this live in the car factory, and I was startled because over there you can see a lot of sparks coming out from the spot welding process. And I wanted to remind you to share and like this live stream as much as you can. And also, I feel like the pressing center is sort of like very calculated, and there can't be any mistake in the pressing center. It's like making the structure or the base of a cake. And in here it's a bit more exciting. Of course you can't make any mistakes. However, you have a lot more workers working on the floor, and you have the welding gun, and it's a bit more exciting. It's sort of like making icing around the cake. So I'm really excited also to see what the next workshop will bring me, because I was told that the next workshop is the painting workshop, and I'm pretty sure it will be adding colors or on the icing, which is more exciting as well. And for someone who do not have many experience driving car or is not a car maniac, just looking at how cars are being made gave me a new perspective and a new respect for car workers and for how cars are made. So we can use this as background, and it feels like just now some of the work is done by people or the workers on the floor. They're using the guns to do the spot welding. However, in here, actually, a lot of the work is done totally with no workers. And you can see a structure of the car is made and it's being moved. This one is coming. The structure of the car is being made, the outside, the skeleton, and now let's have a look what this machine is doing. Maybe some, wow, check this out. It's like they have a mind of their own. Totally great to see. So they're also using some type of cloud to, I guess, fill in each holes and to make sure that the skeleton is sturdy for us to drive when we purchase the car later on. So we can move to another area. Kenny said, does this factory have a testing ground for the cars or on its hidden track? Amazing question, Kenny. Actually, they do have a testing ground, however, not in this area, about 1.5 hours drive. And we were told that we can go there to film. However, I was told that it is also not very safe to go to the car testing ground because they have high-speed ways and they will be driving the car on a very high speed and doing all sorts of tests. So it's not for live stream today, but maybe in the future. And we have sensor different types of carbon. These are produce carbon dioxide. It washes out of the atmosphere when it rains and becomes food. Gasoline engines produce carbon monoxide, and the plants do not use as food. It's double dangerous. Thank you so much, and I'm really impressed that you have a lot of energy on carbon as well. And thank you for bringing back to my topic because I was saying that the cars here before were all totally oil cars, and right now China has had a 2025 plan after the 14th the 2 sessions, and during the 2 sessions in China a plan has been made to reach in 2025 more than 25% of the car being sold in the Chinese market has to be new energy car or NEV. And also a lot of the traditional car manufacturers in China are trying to find out different ways of making their factory line more green and to adapt it to making new energy car. And you can see over here something very interesting is happening as well. Oh, so guys, would you like to come upstairs? A challenge for you guys. Would you guys like to go upstairs? So I'm going to take you guys upstairs, and it is safe to do because we have tried it yesterday, and we can go over here. So you can see how cars are made, and one of the cars will be transported to us. And looks like we can still keep going. Let's go. And from here you can see a better view of how the workers are working on the floor. Wow, it's very cool, totally an exclusive look of inside a car factory. I'm really, really excited to see all of this. And you can see over here, ooh, watch out. So now I can go. Because this is called SICK, but it is actually a laser ray that can taste whether a person is inside or not. And if someone is inside, they will not be transporting a car over from this gap to make sure that people are safe. Alright guys, and we have seen a lot inside the welding center, and now we can go to the third area, which is the painting center, to see what is new here. So let me ask the head of the welding center to see how we can go outside in a minute, because I can see he's busy. But now let me just quickly check your comments to see if there's anything I have missed out, and let me check my comments to see if there's anything my colleague has sent me for me to remember to reply. Let me see. Looks like it's all fine for now. Amazing. So Lee said you speak good English. I have a lot of space for improvement, and this whole thing, car making, is very new to me. So I've managed to learn a few new words here and there to be able to tell you guys what's happening. And Kenny said China has numerous of car manufacturer and brand yet to be released. Yes, totally right. That's the robots get lunch break. That's really funny to know. And yes, that's a good word for it. Instead of calling them machines, maybe I can call them robots as well. Okay, now we're going to go into a bit of a darker area. So please bear with me because we are going to have light back again. And okay, so talking about new energy and new energy cars, China right now is already the world's biggest market for new energy cars. Starting from 2015, for 5 years, China is leading the world market in new energy cars. And China is already the biggest car market in the whole world. So there are a lot of different opportunities right here. So what is in here? 师傅，这是什么呀？这是什么？
这是尾部内板。
内板哦。So this is the inside panel of the car. 您把它运到哪儿去啊？
这里。
So he is transporting them into this way. 我们看一下您的这个耳塞好不好 ？So 你的这个耳塞。就带一个是吧 ？So he's a bit shy, and I think he's busy with his job. So I won't be disturbing him. And some of you guys might be wondering why we see all of the workers on the floor are male workers. Don't worry, in this factory there are a lot of female workers as well, and they're doing a lot of different type of jobs, cleaning the car parts, and also they are situated more in the painting workshop. Whoa! Wow, check out these robots doing their job. Yes, thank you to Minrui back home. The Chinese government in 2009 have introduced subsidies for new energy vehicles, and China plans to make all vehicles sold in 2035 eco-friendly. Totally right. So right now in China, for the new energy car market, if you are thinking of buying a new energy car in China as a Chinese citizen, first of all, you will get tax-free. And if in big cities like Beijing, if you purchase a new energy car, it is easier for you to get a registration plate. So a lot of people now are opting to buy new energy cars. And also, in the future, in the year 2035, China is aiming to make all cars in the domestic market to be eco-friendly. So if this car is not totally an NEV, new energy car, it has to be a hybrid as well, so that it will have an opportunity to be energy friendly in the future. So I was wondering, how is the new energy car progress in your country like? Please let me know whether in the US you guys are happy to buy new energy cars, or in Australia, because I remember when I traveled around, a lot of people are still buying oil cars, Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just really curious that if you or your country is making the shift from traditional type of oil cars to new energy cars, please let me know in the comment section. I'm really curious to find out. So Elizabeth Adams is saying 你好. Thank you so much to you, Elizabeth. 你好 back to you as well. Have you lived in China before? What makes your Mandarin so good to say 你好 to me? And please let me know which part of the States you're from. If you are from the States, or please let me know where in the country, in the world you are from. And we have Kenny asking, has there been more charging stations being built across the country? Another very good question, Kenny, because tomorrow I am going to take you and see a charging voltage and talk about charging station. But just quickly for your information, there are altogether more than 600,000 charging stations being built in China. 老师，谢谢您，谢谢，再见，拜拜。So guys, this is the hero behind the scene. He is also Mr. Li, and he is in charge of the welding station, doing a very good job making sure the workers are safe every day. And Elizabeth was saying that I just came now, not sure whether it's already asked, but what type of new energy cars are in China? Good question. Thank you, Elizabeth. Actually, new energy cars in China are very, very popular, especially in big cities and in southern part of China, because it's relatively warm to use new energy cars. And we'll go into the car again. I'm really excited to take you to a drive because we are going to go to the... Hi, people back home. Let me see. Great to see you. So we are going to go to another station. See, this is our car right here, and we are actually going to go to the painting workshop. So now let's come back to the car. This is our 师傅 again. 师傅，谢谢。稍等。And just say hi to the people in the car. Hello. 大家好，辛苦了。So we have one last station to go, everyone. And by now, I think you are half an expert as well in making cars. And I can take my mask off a little bit just to breathe some fresh air. And I want to ask our driver some questions to put him on the spot a little bit. 师傅，我能问你一些问题吗？师傅英文很好的都那个师傅so my first question to our driver is whether he knows anything about new energy car and whether it would be an option for him in the future. 师傅，您对新能源车了解吗？以后会选择吗？
肯定会啊。环保啊，方便。谢谢。So our 师傅，您贵姓的师傅？陈。Yes. So 师傅 his last name is Chen. You can call him Mr. Chen. Chen, Mr. Chen. And 师傅 was saying that he will choose new energy car in the future because it is very it's very environmentally friendly. And thank you guys. I can see your comments live and you are saying hi to 师傅. Stan said you are doing a great job. Thank you. My arm is hurting a little bit, but it's okay. And Elizabeth is saying that how much do they cost? And wait a moment, let me see. I'm from Miami. Hi to you from Miami. Great to see you. Hi to you from Changchun to Miami. Beijing. Wow. So Elizabeth has been to Beijing, if I'm not mistaken. And good, we're here. 我们到了。谢谢师傅，谢谢，招招手。So this is our last stop, and our 师傅 has confirmed that he will be buying new energy car in the future. And Elizabeth, don't go away. I will get to your question very soon, just when I am ready to cross the road. So first of all, let's cross the road, just to be safe. And so you can see here that they have all of these type of crossings in this factory because there are so many cars in this gigantic factory that they will. Okay, so now I have successfully
presented my selfie camera to my colleague, and now I am going to wear my mask again. And in this workshop, not only do I have to wear a mask, I do have to wear some hazmat suits as well, or like a sort of protection suit. 老师您好，穿一下这个衣服。您贵姓？老师？姓王。So this is Mr. Wang, and he's handed me. 那今天是谁带我一起走？啊，老师过来，自我介绍一下。您叫什么名字？Self introduction。
英语
中文，英文也行。中文都行。
我叫那个燕旭，这块的那个现场工程师。
哦，姓燕。So this is Mr. Yan, Y-A-N is how you can say hi to him. And okay, the button is right here. So here, Mr. Yan will be taking us to inside the painting workshop. 今天我们来的是这个涂装车间。哦，那您给我们涂装车间那个打广告。
就是那个
说我们涂装车间怎么好？
涂装车间那个一下重涂装特别那个品质，非常好用，那个最先进的5A 工艺，然后水性机工艺，然后防腐性能也是那个业界最优，然后3年不锈蚀，然后12年不锈穿，
哇塞，
品质一流。
哇，太棒了！因为 because I asked him to give a sort of like a promo talk of his workshop, because it's sort of like today we went to 3 different workshops, and the other 2 we saw were already so amazing, and this one, why are we going to this one? Why is it good? 我给观众翻译一下你刚才说的。So Mr. Ye was saying that this painting workshop is so good that after you use the paint in this workshop, your car will not get rotten, or the car will not go bad for 10 or 50 years. And that's so cool. Let's see if it's actually true. 那我们现在进去吧。
对。
好，走。So this is a bit of interesting way to move around. Let's see how we can go inside. All 6 of us. Whoa! Ooh. Wow! I'm hoping that I'm having a good hair day. 那个燕工程师，咱们刚才为什么这个风吹成这样啊？
就是它这个有一个那个除尘的那啥，就是进车间它要求洁净度很高嘛。这有一个车间有一会儿怎么车间简介这个可以走的时候。
So actually, Mr. Yan was saying that the reason we have that whole type of wind blowing my hair is because they are going to blow away the unhealthy particles on us and try to make sure that we are spotless clean in this factory line. And you can see there are some type of finished cars or unfinished half cars right here. 为什么在这儿啊？
这个就是他车是准备这边我们用了展示的，然后那个这是返修区，然后就是他这个就为了咱参观方便，把咱那个就是涂装完成的车，这个剩一步就是灌蜡。到灌蜡之前呢就是这个样子，就喷完那个面漆了。
谢谢。我跟观众们翻译一下。So over here, this is this is the finished product in the painting workshop. So after the first part, which is pressing, you have separated parts of the car. And then when you go to the welding center, you have the structure of the car totally welded together. And then in the painting workshop, they use paint to make it extra beautiful and pretty. However, I can see a lot of black paint right here. I want to see if there are any different other colors. Let me ask Mr. Yan. 这除了黑色漆，还有其他颜色漆吗？
它这个还有那个白色、白金色，然后有那个还有就是什么其他的一些小颜色。比较少。
好的。黑色比较主流。
这个车那个奥迪 A6 这车黑色是它的那个传奇 A 的经典色系。最经典。
谢谢。So he said, yes, of course, we have other. Oh, check it out right here.
对，这是那个机器人涂胶。
那我再跟观众解释完。So he said, of course, we do have other color other than black paint, but however, in this factory line, the black
看那个特写。
So this is also quality assurance that the QS apartment will come here to check out the car and make sure every day the quality is to standard. And now I want to ask him about some energy friendly or some questions about how this workshop is reaching the green standard, because as I can see they are using a lot of paint, and I know that using paint could cause a lot of waste, and how are they going to reduce it? This will be my question to Mr. Yan. 现在我想问您一个跟环保那个相关的问题，我们边走边说啊，就是咱们这边不是用很多涂料什么的，
对对对，
然后它是怎么样保证它也还是干净卫生，然后没有那个过多的垃圾呢？
就是咱涂料这边，咱就比如说咱这块你看有一些红色的那个，它是废胶的回收，就 PVC 胶的。然后咱现在它做的是比较极致，就这些擦布上啊什么，它有这些废胶，咱专门的那个小桶收集。完了这样可以减轻它微废的一个排放。一个是它是微废上它消耗一些能源上的费用，再一个会造成一些环境污染。
So, 那我和观众解释一下。So, Mr. Yan said they use a red bin for all of the waste paint. So let's come this way and have a look. This is actually the bin. 我们可以上去看一下。
可以。
好 ，So we can come up again.
能上吗
Be careful.
还想想就是它这个车这个门啥的，注意
小心。So be careful, and we don't want to damage the car or damage ourselves. We'll just see the situation right here. So you can see all of these workers, they are using smaller brush to brush paint the inside of the car, all of the white parts. 请问这个白胶是干什么的？
这个白胶就是那个 PVC 胶，然后是那个做密封，然后防腐的，就防那个锈蚀或者什么防止漏雨。
好的。
水进去的。
好 ，So these white paint are PVT paint, and they are used to be waterproof and anti-leakage. And we have to be extra careful. So you can see the worker, he's sort of cleaning it, and for the sheet that he uses to clean out the extra PVT. Wow.
对，它这是机器人涂完，然后咱需要人工给它修补，不仅是性能上，它形状上也非常美观。
明白。
对。
So after the robots sprayed paint on the car, or the body of the car, the human workers will actually be cleaning them out. 然后这些灰色的是什么胶啊？
灰色的这是粗密封胶，就是也是那个它是底板涂，主要是防湿机降噪也是。
So the gray paint is also used to seal it to make sure the car is spotless and there's no leakage anywhere. And we might have a look of inside this bin. So inside the bin, 这其实那个垃圾箱里看起来也挺干净的。
对啊，就是它就是咱一些含有 PVC 胶的这个擦布，这都是属于微废的那啥，这就会集中拿那个车拉走，然后处理。
So actually all of this will be put back in the red bin, and for 一天清理几次啊？
这个就是清理完会收集，然后每天上午9点左右吧。
上午9点。
专门那个处理的车拉走。
So every day at 9 a.m. in the morning, a truck will come to take all of the waste from the red bin, and you can see the blue part right here. They have a set spot for each of the bin, and on the whole line you can see about 10 red bins, so that there will be no sort of littering anywhere on this clean factory line. So let's come to the other side. 我们现在就去中途吧。
中途是吧？
Okay, so now we're walking back, and 我们是上楼对吗？
对，上楼。
We're walking back, and we're going to the very last stop of today's live stream, and I'm really excited because it's all done by robots as well, and it's showing very advanced technology. And let me just quickly check your comments. We have Stan said it's unibody cars, yes, it's premier paint, yes, good to see. And sorry, Elizabeth, I forgot to answer your question how much is a new energy car in China? 那个 Let me ask Mr. Yan right here. 老师，我们有观众问说，在国内的话，一个新能源车大概有多少钱？
新能源，我觉得它是20万到30万左右吧。
So about 2,000 to 200 to 300,000 Chinese yuan, which would be about 40,000 US. How is it compared to new energy car in the US? About the price, let me know, Elizabeth. And you said if Mr. Chen doesn't mind, what type of work did he do before in the auto plant? So you were talking about our driver. Our driver is always a driver. He hasn't worked in any other areas before, and he doesn't work in the factory. He works for the driving agency. However, we can ask Mr. Yan about his job. 就是想问问您在这边主要负责哪方面的工作？
就是我之前是在那个就是 PVC 防腐这边是质量工程师，然后现在就是也负责车间的一些那个降成本，然后改进，包括宣传，还有一些任务。
好，谢谢。So Mr. Yan, he used to be an engineer for quality assurance, but right now he actually works for reducing cost and also publicity for the painting workshop as well. And talking about reducing cost, it's another way of go green. So I want to ask him more about how he reduces cost in the painting workshop. 请问您刚才不是说您是做那个降低成本吗？
对。
Wait guys, can you see a dragon on here? 这个为什么有个龙啊？
这个就是一个那个展示件展示件那个就做的那个样品，我们会做一些那个工艺的，对，涂上，然后在这个前盖上，这样比较美观。
好，谢谢。So guys, if you want to have a dragon painted on your car, Mr. Yan is the person to ask. So we're coming outside to go upstairs. Woo! So, I'm sorry if I'm adjusting my mask all the time because I'm talking a lot underneath my mask. 谢谢，不用谢. You're welcome, Elizabeth. And let's see. What are you doing to make energy efficiency car more affordable? Thank you so much, Chad. That is a very good question. And now we'll
现在是吃饭。
Oh, because you can see a lot of workers, they are coming upstairs because because actually in this factory people are going upstairs to receive their lunch. It's actually lunchtime and we are going upstairs again. However, we are not having lunch. 我们一起走吧，杨老师。We're not having. 您等我这儿。We're not having lunch. We are checking out the last part of the painting workshop. And to your question, how do you make energy car more affordable and how do you reduce cost? I will ask him right now. 就是我们有观众想问，咱们是在哪？中途堂啊，中途。是这儿是吗？谢谢。咱们有观众想问就是在国内这个新能源车，哎呦，I got a big scare because our camera person nearly fell down. Oh, I feel so sorry for him. Question， 我们想问说在新能源车它是怎么样降低成本的？
新能源这边就主要还是
边走边说吧。小心。走。Huge factory, a lot of different work being done.
因为主要我觉得新能源现在核心这块就是电池，就是怎么能在那个。其实我觉得说降成本吧，可能还有点为时尚早，因为主要是它电池现在这个续航吧，尤其现在一汽大众那个 ID Cross 4，它那个是在佛山工厂，佛山工厂那个
做的那个它的车，它的续航里程是550公里。这方面是它这个我们有专门的电池车间啊，还有包括技术开发部有那个新能源研发的那个专项组。就从那个技术上和生产上，就是这东西也是在不断的优化嘛，就让它的那个续航里程和电池的这个储能，能那啥就是齐头并进嘛。
哦，明白了。So everyone, hi, we're back here, and Mr. Yan was saying that to make new energy cars more affordable for regular customers, what they're doing is they are building a huge R&D center, and so we can have a look over here. 我们站在这个前面吧。They're building a huge R&D center, and they are trying to reduce the cost of the battery, because he was saying that the battery is actually the most costly and most difficult to make in the new energy car. And to make the battery more affordable and can have longer duration is what the R&D center is aiming for at the moment. And let me just quickly check your comments because I know we missed out a lot. Stan said I like the dragon. 很多人说特别喜欢刚才那个龙。And Stan was saying that 40 US is lower than Tesla here in the USA. Good to know. And thank you, Mr. Yan, for the answer. No problem at all. And we need more brands. I think so. Yes, we totally need a lot of good thinking hats on so that we can know what type of cars to make for better environment in the future. 那个燕老师说一下这边是干什么的吧？
这个是那个中途，也就是在那个喷完 PVC 胶，然后这个车开始就是涂车的那个油漆，就是有中涂层和那个色基层，然后清基层，底层就是然后那边是面漆，就中途和面漆整个喷完漆之后，这个车就是咱楼下看到的那个基本喷完漆的那个整车的那个样子。
哦，明白了。So you can see this totally automated process. In Mandarin it's called 中途, and in English I'm not really good at translating it into technical terms. However, it's sort of like painting the middle layer of the car. And he was saying that downstairs the finished car will be going through this process to become shiny and very classic. And we can go even a bit further as well, and I want to ask whether and also one thing I forgot is we should be wearing a hat in this area, because in this area we are really going to reduce any type. So he has a hat, but I forgot my hat. So we're just going to end quickly here because we don't want to be hazardous for the process of the car factory. One last question for Mr. Yan. 燕老师，您刚才说您是在做那个降低成本
对，
是做哪些事情来降低成本？
就我们现在主要是现在也是微费和环保的主题，就是我跟我们这边跟老公是在做实验嘛，就是当我们那个油漆排出来之后会有那个废溶剂嘛，然后对废溶剂我们研究怎么给它通过就是过滤的形式让它降低它微费含量，甚至接近或者是低于那个排放标准。这样如果我们这个就是通过生物法也好，或者那个膜过滤法也好，就是如果处理成功的话，可以节约一大笔费用，并且大大提升的这个。
我先说一下然后您再继续说啊。So Mr. Yan was saying that he is trying to use scientific experiment to reduce cost in the factory, especially in paint. The extra paint that's being used in this type of process in the painting shop will be recycled into making other things or heating up other things in the factory. So in this way, they're keeping the energy inside the factory and not wasting it in the way of offsetting carbon and trying to reduce some energy right here. And I guess, Eric is saying it's a beautiful body style. Thank you. I think so as well. It's very fluid. And I guess last question for me is to ask whether he loves his job and what would he be recommending for you guys about new energy car in China? 请问问一个问题，最后一个问题啊，就是您的工作您觉得
开心快乐吗？
我觉得挺好的，就能够有11亿，然后给大家生产高品质的汽车，然后为用户服务啊。
谢谢。So very cute answer. He said he loves his job and he felt that he has a purpose to build and produce good cars, beautiful cars for people all over the world. And on this note, we are going to end today's live stream. And thank you very much for watching 3 process of car making. And we still haven't seen the whole totally assembled cars, which will be on Thursday morning in China, and I think Wednesday night in the US. And also different times in the world. So please remember to tune in to see the last process, the total assembly of the car. And now we can say goodbye. 我们说再见之前，要不要给大家说祝福，就祝福大家身体健康啊之类的。
行，祝大家那个身体健康，然后都拥有自己想要的、喜欢的爱车。
谢谢。So Mr. Yan was saying, good health, and I hope that you have the car in your dreams. And on this note, let's say goodbye. Bye bye everyone. 再见，谢谢大家。Thank you so much.